Wow, we got another major update on the changes that Disney is implementing across the board with everything, and we just recently talked about Ike Perlmutter being fired. Well, the ramifications of this have a lot to do with Marvel Comics as a brand, as Marvel Entertainment, which of course controlled the Marvel Comics brand, is 100% being absorbed into Disney. So this is being met with a lot of confusion, so I'm going to try to make this simple. Yes, Disney owned Marvel. Marvel Studios, Marvel Entertainment, which of course controlled Marvel Comics, but it operated as a singular entity outside of Disney, where they were making their own choices, had their own people, and these people were in charge of everything, and Disney was just like, hey, we're here, right? If you're suffering, don't worry, you're not going to go bankrupt like you almost did 30 times ever since you started up and, had all these problems and all that. So they were kind of like just the fallback. With Ike Perlmutter being gone, among other executives that were in charge of Marvel Comics being gone, what we now learned is that Disney has absorbed Marvel Entertainment, and they will now be wholly controlled by Disney. Now, Marvel Entertainment controlled things like theme parks and video games, among other things. So by the sounds of it, Marvel Entertainment and everything there, including comics, which was already partially under Kevin Feige, might just seamlessly roll over into Kevin Feige having more hands-on with everything and just overlooking that division of Disney and having everything under Marvel Studios now, which would effectively just be Marvel. So it looks like that this is going to have major ramifications going forward, and that there's going to be some pretty big and pretty small changes when it comes to some decision making. I would say that they're not going to mess with what's worked, and what hasn't worked will be reevaluated. For example, Marvel Entertainment being in charge of video games, guess who was one of the decision makers that was calling the shots and saying, no, microtransactions, don't make a single player game. We need this to make money forever. I'm talking about the Avengers video game, right? Ike was behind that. So you can see how they can structure things properly now and hopefully not run into the same issues. So it'll be interesting to see what happens like a year from now when everything can, kind of go in a different direction after this. And typically it's not just an instant switch. Like, it takes a little bit of time. So we'll see what happens next.